Hi, this is David Pollon, and I'm the host of the Tuesday Morning U Club from Bear Creek Interactive. And today we are going to try something new for playing accompaniment on our ukulele. What we've always been doing is we've been playing chords. All right, so here's our favorite chords: C, A minor, F, G7, and we've learned many strums with our right hand. With our thumb strum, using our fingers, all right, and then our fingers to do fingerstyle, all right, fingerstyle accompaniment. And this is going to sound like this. We're going to use our thumb, all right. So it's a different way of taking chords. This is an example of when we use our thumb or our traditional strums, we create block chords where the chords, all the notes, all the strings are being brushed in one motion. All right, so it's like all the notes are practically simultaneous. It's a block chord. All right, but using fingerstyle, this can be an example of what we call broken chords. You might call them arpeggios as well, but broken chords where the notes are individual. All right, so let's get into a little bit of technique. With our right hand, we have our thumb, and we're going to name our fingers 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. So a very common fingerstyle strum. For this session, we're going to start with our thumb. So the thumb is going to play on string 4, the string closest to your chin. Thumb. So thumb, 1, 2, 3. All right. So if we play our "My dog has fleas," my dog has fleas chord. All right. Our A minor 7 or C6. We're going to start with our thumb on the 4th string, first finger on the 3rd string, second finger on the 2nd string, and third finger on the 1st string. It's going to sound like this. Thumb, 1, 2, 3. Then make an A minor chord, and F, G7, and then finish on C. All right, you can alternate your different kinds of fingering, but we're going to stick with thumb 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, thumb 1, 2, 3, 4, F chord, G7, and then we strum like that. All right. So now let's do this one more time. A, that's on C, A minor, F, G7, and then C. Now let's change up our fingerstyle pattern a little bit. We're going to go. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to do thumb 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. Remember, thumb 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. So we're going to alternate our pattern a little bit. So thumb, make the C chord. Thumb 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. Thumb 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. Thumb 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Settle into the rhythm. Now go to A minor. Notice that we make the first downbeat on our new chord. There's a little more emphasis. Thumb has a little bit more emphasis. A minor, F, G7. All right, good. So that sounds kind of cool, right? Now let's try a different fingerstyle pattern. And we're going to, on the first beat, we're going to use our thumb and 3rd finger. Thumb, 3rd finger, okay? And with the C chord, that's going to mean we're going to be playing the the first string with our third finger and our fourth string with our thumb. You hear those two sounds? Two notes played together? All right. So now we're going to do thumb and third finger together, and then first finger, thumb and first finger together, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, so thumb and third finger, thumb and third finger, 1, 2, thumb and third finger, first, second, third, 2, 1, 2. So the thing that's different is that we're starting off with those two notes together. All right, the first and fourth strings. All right, now let's get into the rhythm. A minor. On the first beat, we're pressing down. Remember, we're pressing down with our thumb and we're pulling up, brushing up with our third finger. Right? F chord, G7. All right. In terms of hand position, let's take a quick look at what we're doing with our thumb. The thumb you should feel that you're just laying your fingers on the strings. Your thumb is just going to press down. Right? Take a look, and your thumb should be lying pretty much parallel to your strings. All you're going to do is just press down, right? And your fingers are going to be just slightly bent, and generally making contact with being very close to the strings, and actually making contact and sitting on the strings unless you're playing them, right? And the motion with your first, second, and third fingers is that you're going to brush upwards. You shouldn't feel like you're getting your finger stuck underneath the string, but it should be a brushing motion. You should feel very little resistance from the strings. All right. So on our first downstroke, we're going to be pressing down with our thumb and brushing up with our third finger. Nice. And then brushing up with the other fingers. All right. Let's try this again. So we're going to brush down with first, and we're going to do a first stroke with thumb and third finger, and then 2, then 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. So 2 strings, then 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. We're making the C major chord, A minor, F, G7. Now let's try a pattern that's a little bit more advanced. It's going to use some more interesting chords, all right? So we're going to do C. Actually, no, we're not going to do C. We're going to start with F. All right, F chord. Now we're going to go to E7. And we'll go a little faster later. Then A minor. Take your third finger and press up at the C. The third fret of the first string for this voicing of A minor. That's a pretty voicing. And then we're going to slide up so that our first finger is at the 5th fret of the 4th string, and our third finger is at the 7th fret of the 1st string, leaving the other 2 strings open. And then slide down to the 3rd fret. We're going to slide down 2 frets. So our first finger is at the 3rd fret of the 4th string. And our third finger is going to be at the 5th fret of the 1st string. And then we're going to slide down so that our second finger is at the 3rd fret of the 4th string. And our third finger is going to be at the 3rd fret of the 1st string. That's going to make a C7th chord. And then we take our first finger, we drop down, and we make an F chord. Feels nice. E7. A minor, then E7, A minor. So these chords here, now there's an example of a walk down, and it feels really nice to play those with a fingerstyle. You can also do them as block chords. Listen to that, using an island strum. E7, A minor, and let's do the walk down, and then back down. E7, A minor. All right, but let's listen to this with a fingerstyle. E7, A minor. All right. Another name for this fingerstyle pattern is called Travis picking, using your thumb plus other fingers at the same time. So it's an example of what's called Travis picking. Sounds sweet, right? Let's go back to our original, our simpler chord progression as well. C, and then A minor, F, G7. All right, that sounds pretty cool, right? Let's try one more time. C, A minor, F. Remember, we were pressing down with our thumb and our third finger at the fourth and the first strings. And you play the rest of the strings, or you're just playing your regular chord. G7, C. Now let's go to that new chord progression, F. E7, A minor, with that third finger at the third fret of the first string. And now we're going to do our walk down at the fifth fret of the fourth string, seventh fret of the first string, and the other two strings open. And then third fret of the fourth string, fifth of the first, other strings open, and then 3 and 3. That's a C7, and then back to F. E7. All right, and there we go. Thanks very much. A short lesson on using fingerstyle technique, all right, with an example of what we call Travis picking. So thanks. I'm David Pollon, and we'll see you next time.